Scott, you brought up this your relationship to your identity and how your career has come together. And I was talking with a really close friend last night from the Mee-Ow show, and you look back and you reflect on the ways that your own comedy mask has helped you in different ways. And he was saying that it was definitely instrumental in his reckoning with his own sexual identity, and how you use comedy in public, and whatever the things that we're embarrassed by or excited by about ourselves that we do kind of lead with. And I guess I just wanted to hear from you, because you've been such an advocate and for your community, and it's so instrumental in the work that you've done in both ways. Would you say that was a piece of your relationship to comedy, or that Mee-Ow, what was the intersection?
Mee-Ow definitely helped me, really helped me. Yeah, I was just talking to JP Manu before coming up here, and he's like, well, were you you were comfortably out before you came to school? And I'm like, I was out, but I was not comfortable, at all. No, I mean, this was in the 90s, and and I had really we can go to, there were some shitty things that happened to me here, which.
We can use humor to diffuse that.
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you, and thank you for that. No, but it's very. I was in the cast with the first black woman. Danielle Gaither. Yeah. But it was very weird to have a moment, because I knew that the work that we were about to do, because we are an ensemble, it requires honesty. There's a reason why one of the books is called Truth in Comedy. If it comes truthfully from you, if it comes truthfully from your experiences, then you'll be able to have that empathy. It's all about the narrative and things like that. So I, had to basically sit with these people who I just met, but many who I had been, I watched the year before because I was a sophomore when I was in it, and be like, hi, I guess I'm the gay one in the group, and it made me more comfortable with who I am. It was able to, comedy is a very forceful act. You are making people laugh, and it's a very powerful thing. And if you are able to if this gay guy, back in the 90s, that was the thing, was able to
You'd
make...
be so many more things now.
I know, we are so many things and genders, and it's a wonderful tapestry. But at the time, it was really it was, for me, being I am the out gay man, and I'm making this frat guy laugh. It's I won. There's that sort of moment.
And even in its own way, I was 88, 89, it was just, literally when I got Saturday Night Live, female comedians stopped me on the street and said, I'm so sorry. It's such a bummer that you're going there. You're so talented.
Yeah.
And it was the greatest opportunity ever. And the assumption was yeah, you're going to get spit out. So Mee-Ow was the first and primal place where I was well, obviously I just have to write my own material that, and I'll figure out how to work with these other weirdos and do that, and it'll be divine.
Yeah.
But so it's just this resource that, in the most positive way, kind of turns you get advocacy over your own narrative in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and it also really informed, having that experience of being you are confident in who you are. It really fed the rest of my artistic life, being able to, I had to make a choice. Am I going to be a part of this big gay theater company in a time where there was no Ellen, there was no Will and Grace, nobody was out of the closet and had a career. And my first thing, the first thing I did was help form About Face Theater. And it was there's no hiding. So it's all right. Well,
I love it.
Oh my God, I'm so brave. Ugh.
But, all of those principles, right? failing and embarrassing yourself and asking for, it's sort of funny that I asked you guys, your Mee-Ow members, because of course, all of my sort of articulated, oh my gosh, it was so wonderful. But if I'm really being honest, it's the 5 minutes before you fall asleep and you're that was the stupidest joke that I made. I'm so embarrassed. And you lay in bed and get the hot shame when you remember just a terrible prop tag joke that you did. Why did I make another colonoscopy joke?